Hi, today we're going to make a little storytelling stage out of a cardboard box. I need a marker here. As you can see, I've taken a cardboard box and cut down one corner of it. So now I have an open cardboard box, and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut down the seam right here in between the two halves. So I'll have two halves that are pretty close to the same thing. Now I'm going to trim this down to the width that I want. And I've decided that the width for my little stage, you'll see why soon, but the width, I want to make it 12 inches wide because I'm going to use it with pieces of paper that are these are 8 inches wide. I'm sorry, they're 11 inches wide, so 12 inches wide. It'll fit on nicely. So I'm going to draw a line at the edge, and then I'm going to measure over 12 inches. Put a mark, draw another line, and do the same thing on this piece too. So I draw my first line, the next thing I'll do is cut all 4 lines that I've drawn to make 2 pieces the same size. Okay, I'm done with these pieces. They can be recycled. And now I've got 2 pieces of cardboard, both the same size, both have a short side, and in my case a longer side. This box had 12 inches, so that's a nice big amount. Now if your box is smaller, you can make it smaller, and if you need to, you can cut your paper to fit. The next thing I'm going to do is, because this has writing on it, I'm going to turn them sort of inside out so that the writing is on the inside. Because now I'm going to take my tape, I'm going to tape, see how I'm overlapping the bottom so that the bottom is going to be 2 layers. So it's going to make basically a 3-sided piece. Show you why in just a minute. Taping these together, this is the bottom of our little art stage. And then I'm going to be taping the top together to make basically a big triangle. Since this part will show, I'm going to try and do this a little bit neatly. I'm going to put the tape on, put it on here, and then put my box together this way and fold the tape over the top. Any tape that overlaps can just be tucked inside. There, now I have a triangle. A little box stands up by itself, very nice and sturdy. And the next step, if you want, you can decorate it, but the next step is going to be to put on my artwork from my story. So in order to tell the story, there'll be different pages of artwork. I've drawn a little story here, which I'm going to now tape on. And I'm going to do this in a backwards kind of way, because I'm going to be adding each part. So part 1 will be the first one on. You can see on part 1, I have a little guy there. Looks happy, something's going to happen. My next part, part 2, I'm going to tape over that. Part 3. Now, I've drawn artwork underneath where I wrote part 1, 2, 3, and then you'll see 4. You wouldn't write part 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I just did that to show you what I'm doing. So there's part 4. Now you may be wondering what this story is, so I will show you what the story is and how it works. So now we go all the way back, we flip these over to the back, and we've got part 1. Once upon a time, a little stick guy was having a special day. It was his birthday. A friend of his came over and brought a cake, a birthday cake with candles on it. He blew out the candles, and then the two friends began to eat. But they ate and ate, and as there were only 2 of them and one great big cake, it turns out they ate almost everything up until their tummies were really fat and they were very full. And so there was nothing to do but to go take a nap. Now that's a silly little story. It was just a quick story. I just wanted to show you how you could use this stage to set up a little storytelling easel, as it were, where you could tell your story as you show your artwork. And that's it. If you need to make it a different size or shape because your cardboard is different, you might have to cut your paper to a different shape, but it could all work.